Previously on the Vampires of Transylvania, episode 13 we were on, the boys went back and checked in on Davros to see how he was getting on, as they'd left him behind to go after Soren's former master and to take care of her. He was injured, however, with the help of Balgrim's blood, he was starting to repair himself, and he told them that he had potentially spotted some spies from Transylvania that had been following him in the form of crows. He had made sure that he'd get rid of the crows, but he's not too sure who sent them, and he is now aware that he is being watched. He's told them that he has to head back to Transylvania in order to get back to business and to pretend that everything is, hunky-dory. But we'll see what happens when he gets back, because I've been making some rolls off screen. Our three then decided that they wanted to go and check up on the Venator tribe and see how they were getting on with their move to the new home base, the new settlement down south. When they got there, they'd made a lot of improvements. They'd already cleared out the remains of all the kind of stuff that was left over from the vampire nest, and they sat down for a lovely meal, which then turned into almost a bloodbath, as Balgrim, for the first time, tried to remove the clawed weapon from his hand, failed significantly with his saving throw, and immediately went into frenzy and started attacking Soren, Seraphon, and some of the Venator women. Thankfully, he managed to snap out of it, and then came to realise the weight of what was going on with these claws. The All-Mother then basically told you off for just putting them on immediately and not checking them out, because she told you that her husband, who was the previous owner of these claws, went mad, and you just stuck your hand right in there, no questions asked. So they then found out...
It was a dire situation,
yeah,
sorry.
They then found out that the claw originally belonged to a evil entity called Malrock, which is a demigod of some sort of pure hatred, evil, and is interested in nothing but blood and the hunt. So the Venator tribe has agreed to help Soren, Seraphon, and Seraphon, Soren, Balgrim, sorry, in the fight against Vlad, as long as they bring them the head of Malrock, the evil demigod. Our three then, Seraphon, before they moved on, decided that it was time to repent of his evil ways, and built the Venator tribe a hearth and taught them how to make bread. After the couple of days that it took to get the construction together, Rock learned a new word. He learned the word boulder. Boulder, yes. And Seraphon and the others noted that the black scales that had been spreading over Seraphon's body had subsided for the time being. It seemed to have been staved off by this action of kindness. Our three then travelled all the way down to the Never-Eat southeast of the country and headed toward a place that they had heard called Traitor Town. However, when they turned up, it was a bit underwhelming. I think there was lots of undead roaming around, to lots of which just looked at them, didn't pay them any attention, and went about their business. However, there was one very peculiar, very brain-damaged undead that took an interest in them and took them into a kind of small, it was just really like a shack for the evening, where he demanded that they tell him a story, a regaling of an adventure that they had, and he would then give them some information about Tavros and the war. However, his regalings of Tavros and the war weren't very good, as maggots fell out of his brain, out of his ear. He was just about to tell them about something potentially interesting and important when we ended 2 weeks ago's episode, as he said to them, if you're going to Tavros, you need to beware of the smudge. And that is where we pick up this week's episode. So you're sitting in Traitor Town, which, if you remember, is significantly warmer than the rest of Transylvania. It's stuffy, humid, and you're sitting in this tiny wee shack with this undead man who has just told you to beware the smudge.
What's the smudge? That sounds ominous.
What a smudge is... shh, do you hear that? And he starts like kind of like flicking his head around. And outside you hear a pair of feet running towards your shack. Oh no, she's found us! Quick, hide! And he like opens up the barrel that he's sitting on and like crawls in and closes it all over and he's like, get inside out of the barrels. Quick before she finds us.
Down.
Remember and stay quiet.
Are there barrels nearby?
You're sitting on barrels, yeah. It's basically a storage shack.
Yeah, I will quickly contort myself into one.
Okay, all of you.
I'm never gonna fit in one of those.
All of you give me a stealth check. Let's see how you get on hiding.
Oh no.
I still try to get in one of the barrels.
Let's see,
But
a
I don't think that will
12,
help.
a 17, okay, and a 13. Okay, not too bad. Hold on, let me get my dice out. As you hear the door being pretty much booted down, and an angry woman's... Oh, dice on the floor. An angry woman's voice shouts, "Bulkhead, are you in here? What are you doing?" And let's see. Oh, that's not good. Oh, nope, she does not spot yous. And you hear Boghead kind of like, "Oh no, she's here."
Look, it is pink
this is
hollow
really
over
tight.
Boghead.
Boghead, yeah. So you hear this, these footsteps kind of like wander around this small shack, and they start kind of like knocking on the barrels individually. What are you doing? I can't.
Oh no.
So it seems as if someone's looking for you in here.
Oh no.
I'm trying to make no noise,
Hold on.
but I'm also afraid like that the barrel would break.
Thank you, Cham.
Is it completely dark inside, or is there like cracks in the barrel, or can I try and peek out?
You can try and peek out, yeah, if you want to give me a perception check.
Okay. I want to see. Oh
An
boy,
8.
an
Wow.
8. Oh.
I mean, you can definitely see someone moving around in here. It's like you say, it's kind of hard to see because if you remember correctly, you came here quite late, so the sun was like starting to set, things like that, and the room is quite dark, and now with you being inside a barrel, it's even darker. But you can hear someone moving around in the room, banging on the barrels, kind of giving them a little kick. So someone is searching for you currently.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh man. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Soren will call out from within the barrel.
Okay.
Are you human?
And you hear the footsteps stop, and then they come over to your barrel and kind of knock on the top. Get out, please.
I thought the milk.
Oh, I remember that accent.
Yeah, I'll lift up the lid of the barrel and kind of stand out.
And you are met face to face with an elven woman. She has long, kind of like fiery red ginger hair down to her maybe like mid-shoulder. A lot of it's tied back from her face and kind of pleats, freckles spotted all over. She's wearing kind of like simple, maybe like farmer worker clothes, and she's standing there with her arms crossed, and she does not look pleased.
We come in peace.
You have others then. Tell them to get out. We come in peace.
You should have. Jesus Christ.
She rolled like a 2 on her perception check. She didn't know you were here.
Bulgrim is trying to get out of the barrel.
Yeah, we just see Bulgrim's barrel start to like wobble and shake. I'd probably say, give me an athletics check, Bulgrim. Why not?
Oh, this will not work. I tell you that.
Let's see.
So come on, there. Athletic. Okay.
Athletics, yeah. Oh well, apparently you're okay. So you managed to shuffle yourself up to the top, and like Soren, pop the lid off, and you see the same elven woman standing. She turns around and looks at you. So there are two.
By the ancestors, we dwarf are not built for barrels. It's just tight.
There are only 2 of you, or are there more? Do I have to search this whole place?
Who are you anyway?
My name is Alana. Who are you?
I'm Bulgrim,
Mm,
and this is my friend Soren.
alright. Anyone else? Boghead, get out! And Boghead just kind of like tips his barrel over and kind of like does a wee like crawl out.
I'm sorry, Alana. I could not resist this story being told.
She just shakes her head and kind of says, Boghead, get out now. Go back to your work.
Alright.
And he scuttles out. So, Bulgrim, Soren, I'm about to cast a spell on you both. It is called Zone of Truth. I presume you know how it works?
Can I roll on Arcane? If I ever...
Yous would probably
Heard
know
about that.
what Zone of Truth is, I'd
Okay.
imagine. It's only a level 2
Oh.
spell.
Yeah, so you... Yeah, it's like we cannot lie.
Exactly.
If...
So, I suggest you both tell me the truth.
About what?
Okay.
She stands back and kind of rubs her hands together and then starts moving them around, and this like arcane circle forms round you both. And Zone of Truth, the way it works, if you speak inside, you are compelled to tell the truth. You can choose to fail automatically if you just want to tell the truth. However, if you want to lie, you have to make a charisma saving throw. If you pass, then you'll be able to lie within the zone of truth, or you could choose not to say anything. So it's up to yous what yous want to do.
Ooh. Damn, if she's casting spells, she might.
Can I try
Authority.
to give a sniff about her? Like, to see maybe...
Yeah, this would be
I
insight.
don't know. Does she have some... I don't know, undead smell? Did you smell of undead? Maybe, or
Oh, right, okay,
something
so you're
like
wanting
that?
to... Yeah, give me a... It would be perception using your, like, heightened awareness, so you'll get this at advantage if you're just smelling.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
Sniffer?
Sniffer. Sniffer. Oh, a 19, wow. So... From what you smell off her, you pick up that she is been somewhere damp recently by the smell of it. It smells like kind of undergroundy foust, I suppose, is the best way to put it. You don't pick up any undead scent on her. It's more this just kind of like overpowering smell of somewhere damp underground. So I'll read.
I will,
cellar or something?
Yeah, potentially.
Right.
Okay.
Well, if I
Thank you
submit
for
to
the
it, she might
explanation.
ask about others, and that'll be an insta Seraphon. But then she knows if I save against it, which sucks either way.
Yep.
Oops, sorry, Seraphon. I'm gonna submit to it. I'll fail automatically.
You're failing automatically?
Yeah, I'll submit to the Zone of Truth.
Okay. What are we doing currently? The boys are currently being Zone of Truthed by an elven woman that's just popped up. Balgrim, what about yourself? Are you wanting to do the wisdom saving throw, or...?
Yeah. I want to do the saving throw.
Oh, sorry, it's charisma. Right, give me a charisma saving throw. Your DC is 15.
Try.
Feels funny in my
Yeah.
chest.
Charisma.
Charisma.
My best not.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Very nice.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So-
This is luck.
So Soren, she looks over at you and says, "This is a wise choice." And then Balgrim, you feel something tickling in your brain as if she's trying to, like, you know, have a root around in there. And you're just dwarven stubbornness, I suppose, just pushes her back, and she gives you a look of disgust. Should have known
I give
better from a dwarf.
I give her a raised eyebrow and like, go on, ask your questions.
I will not speak to you. I will speak to you. And she looks at you, Soren. So first thing she asks you is, are there any others with you?
I wanna try to tackle her over, like overwhelming her, but I would
Okay.
wait a bit. Like if she, in the moment when she's more concentrated on Soren, I'm gonna take my move.
Yeah, you just let me know. You let me know
Yeah.
when. So the first thing she says to you, Soren, is, are there any others with you?
Okay. And I will say, damn, I knew you'd ask this question. Yes. Yes, a third and final companion, Seraphon's here too.
Get them out, please.
Seraphon, it's okay. We outnumber her anyway, right?
I stand up.
The
Yes,
moment
we do.
when she saw Seraphon,
Yeah, she's
like,
kind of like,
that's a
whoa,
fucking-
yeah, that's a fucking dragon.
it's a fucking dragonborn. I'm gonna take my chances.
Oh, okay. So I would say this is potentially like a surprise. So you give me a grapple, and I'll give her a grapple resistance, but it'll be at disadvantage because this will be a surprise for her. She wasn't expecting you to like go for her. Let's see.
Oh.
Okay. Oh shit. Oof, I think she'll. Yeah, she fails.
Oh,
She dramatically fails, so you jump on top of her and
Gonna wrestle her down and like being the arm behind her back.
oof.
wrestling.
Down, like,
Oh my goodness. Okay, well in that case, we'll roll for initiative then. So Alara is first. Alara. And then we have this. Oh well. Who's got the highest? I take it it's you, Soren, for your deck.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Gotta be. Yeah.
Seraphon. And then Balgrim. Balgrim. Okay, right. So first thing she's gonna do.
maybe not just yet.
Yeah.
It's a really nice.
So the first thing she's gonna do for bonus action is kind of like shout at you, is like she's gonna try and convince you not to fight her. So she'll probably try and persuade you, I'd imagine. So I'll do a persuasion roll for her, and then yous can all roll insight. Maybe that's probably the best way to do this.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, she would still try and convince you not to fight. So she would say to you all, I am not your enemy unless you are here with Vlad, then I am. So she will roll persuasion. She rolled a, so that's plus her charisma, which is, let's see, 11 plus 3, so 14.
Okay.
So if you are wanting to roll an insight check, you can do that on your turn. Or just now.
Oh.
Yeah, it was our turn.
A natural 1.
That kind of makes sense, yeah. For her,
I'm not gonna believe you.
yeah, for her action, I suppose she would maybe just like either try and get away from you, Balgrim, or should maybe cast. Oh, yeah, she would cast Shield of Faith on herself. So you see her kind of like slap her chest, and this kind of like energy passes over her, and I will mark off a little spell slot for her. So she has a plus to her AC now.
Okay.
And that is her turn. So Soren, we're on to you next. So with a 17, she seems to be telling the truth.
Yeah. I will just say, Balgrim, you fool, stop! Get off her! And I will try and tackle Balgrim.
Okay. So you give me, yeah, this will be contested strength. So you have to beat a strength throw from Balgrim, so you'll both need to give me athletics then.
Okay. It's gonna be, I have a minus
However,
1.
oh, I don't know. Would you have to let go of her to do this? I don't know. A 1! So you throw yourself on top of Balgrim, start, get off! Oh, you want to do anything else, Soren? That was your action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, kind of occupy the space next to both of them, try and wedge myself between them.
Okay, dokies. Seraphon, we're on to you.
So with the 15, do I also determine that she's being truthful?
Yes, it seems
truthful?
I mean, in the heat of the moment, it's hard to tell, but it seems as if she's telling truth. But again, this is all happening within seconds, if you remember right. It's like 5 seconds is a round of combat or something.
Alright, so Balgrim, for goodness sake, remember where we are. What town is this? Let her go.
You've got a bonus action, you've got an action. Do you want to do anything, or are you just gonna talk?
Alright. I will cast. No, I won't cast Crowd of Madness on Balgrim. Friend against friend.
No PvP.
First of all, he says that he's happy that he didn't have to play with me, and then
now he's PvP. Right, Balgrim, we're on to you. Everyone's shouting at you.
Okay, as soon as Soren is jumping at me and like, I'm like, seriously? Okay, yeah, okay, I'll let her go.
You let her go?
Yeah, and then I lay my hand on Soren's shoulder and look at him. You got balls, kid.
Oh, okay, so you've let her up, and she uses half her movement to get up, and she would kind of give you like the most vile look, Balgrim, and just kind of spit in the ground and be like, I never trust dwarfs, and this is why.
You're welcome, Blade Ear.
Oh my gosh.
So, are we going to continue to fight, or are you going to stand in the zone of truth and let me ask you my questions?
For goodness sake, alright.
You don't need this spell, just ask nicely.
Oh, it seems like I do need this spell, especially with you. So she looks at you, Serphon. She's like, Dragonborn, would you mind stepping in the spell, please?
Very well.
So you can see
Step
it
to
on the ground. It's like marked
Okay.
on the ground for you to
I step in to the circle.
step into the circle. And would you like to make a charisma saving throw, or would you like to automatically fail? It is up to you.
I'll roll it.
Yeah.
I'll roll a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice one.
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
An 11. So you
And I'll-
fail.
What's the pass again? Or fail?
15.
15. Let me just check the math on that. Yep, I get a +4 because of my aura.
Okay.
So 15.
Okay, so she knows you and Balgrim have both passed your saving throws. So she knows that you two are now capable of lying. So again, she looks at Soren. So she's asked you if there's anyone else. You've told her Seraphon's there. And she says, are you with Vlad?
No.
Have you came here to hurt us?
No.
Have you came here to steal from us?
No.
Then why the hells are you here? What could you possibly want here?
A lot. Looking for a flying castle, end to curses, information about Tavros, how to combat against Dracula, possible allies or weapons or magical equipment, dungeons. We're adventurers and we're seeking to get into Tavros to just explore and find those answers.
You want to go to Tavros? You three are... And she looks at you like you're fucking mental.
Well, to be honest, we don't know much, and that's why we came down to Trader Town to see for ourselves what's going on out here.
Ugh, that name is still used, is it? Lovely. I love that for us. Well, it is
What's
clear
the proper,
that you know nothing.
what's the proper town of this name of this town then?
We do not
Because
have
that's
a
the
name.
only name that someone told us.
We do not have a name for this place. It is little shitty town on the outside of Transylvania between here and Tavros. If I was to call it anywhere, I would call it the Forgotten, because that is exactly what we are.
Oh.
Did Boghead tell you anything else?
I think we had just come to the conclusion that Boghead's not really a reliable
The
source
man
of
has
information.
been undead for over 30 years. I do not think he has much of a brain left.
Yeah, I think we were about to look around for other people to talk to, but you saw us in the barrows.
She almost didn't.
I decided to expose myself, so...
So,
Why are everyone here undead?
do I look undead to you?
No, but you reek of cellar and damping. So you could also, like, stumble out of a grave.
She kind of
Or a
gives herself
mausoleum.
like a wee sniff. She's like, oh. Well, I'm afraid that you have proven yourself to be violent and rash. And even though you are telling the truth, these two certainly are not. So I don't think I can help you.
Fair enough.
Good luck with the smudge.
Okay,
You
just
too.
talk about the smudge as well.
Did he tell you what the smudge is?
He said, beware it.
The understatement of the century.
It's in Tavros. That's as far as we got. You know, how about we do some trading for information?
Depends on what you have to trade.
Well, you could do a favor. We've been doing a lot of those recently and paying people's debts. Ooh. Have some jewelry I'm willing to part with. One drop drunk. If you get a little bored, perhaps.
How about trading information for information?
I don't know what you three could possibly have to tell me. I'll tell you what. How about we do a little quid pro quo? You tell me something, and then if I deem it worthy enough, I will tell you something.
Fair enough. Soren, would you do the honor? Because you are the only one she trusts.
Very well.
Yes, I'll do my best, yeah.
Well, I'll just take Rucken, put him on my shoulder. And he's a little roughly hiding on my body. Just
Aww.
Ruck.
She's gonna give them like a look over. She's like, oh, it's unusual.
Just give her some relaxed, body state. So somewhere leaning against or sitting down,
Yeah, just
try not to give her the impression.
lean casually against the barrel.
Yeah.
She's still very much on edge. Like, she's not making it, like, she's not trying to hide that, you know.
Okay.
So, Soren, you have the floor.
Oh, so I have to share something first?
Yeah, so she's asked for you to share some information in order to see if she wants to share any information.
Okay. They're kind of out here. That I could hear about. I guess the most recent thing we know is that there's a massive warship being built in the port town on Transylvania. And probably military action is on his mind outside of just Tavros and his own country.
Okay, so you've exchanged that bit of information.
Sure, yeah.
And you are telling the truth, you're still zone of truth. What would she tell you in return? She would tell you that she has experienced this warfare firsthand herself.
Oh. Okay.
I won't tell her if she believes me or not about Vlad's attempted invasion of London and the three ingredients in our fight and the killing, well, defeat of one of his wives, a wife, and why we're here. And we've come here to kill Vlad. So he invaded our country. We fought back. We destroyed that malevolence. And now we're here to finish the job.
She looks at you, Soren, and says, "Is everything your friend has said true?"
As far as I know, yes, and that's part of why that's how we met, and I first sought him out, and we came here with Balgrim. Yes,
So you three
I can affirm it.
really are here to try and kill the king.
Or the god,
Yes.
you can say, because like he's trying to establish some kind of religion with centered around him, like a god or something.
A cult of sulfur.
Hmm.
Don't speak that name. Ever.
Oh!
It would be wise to keep this information to yourself. Right.
Oh, shit.
You three may come with me, but I will warn you now, and she looks at you, Balgrim. If you try to do what you just done to any of my people, I will have all of your heads. Do you understand?
Yes.
I just know.
Very well.
Alright. Come with me then. She gets herself up, and the zone of truth disappears, and she opens up the door and walks out, leading you down just a small street, and it looks as if this building that she takes you to is like a barn or something. She opens up the door, and there's a couple of undead just shoveling the barn, like stuff, whether it be hay or whatever. And she kind of shoos them aside and then starts kicking a hay barrel over. And underneath that is a large wooden trap door, which she then pulls up and says, "Go, get inside."
I look at her very skeptically.
You have
Like
no
elbow
right to
Soren
look
in
at
the
me
ribs.
like that. After what you
Down
just done.
just get down the stairs.
Oh.
You walk past her, Balgrim. She's like, "Bloody dwarves."
Oh boy, yeah, let's head down.
Mm.
Is it a ladder or stairs?
Yeah, it's a
like goes
wooden
into a
ladder.
cellar.
Yeah.
It's a ladder. Okay,
It's
yeah, I'll
what-
climb down.
It's like a wooden set of stairs, ladder. But yeah, you go down, and immediately, Balgrim, the smell hits your nose. This is exactly what she smelled like. It's a long, narrow corridor that goes down, and it's kind of lit all the way down. And when you reach the bottom, there's another wee door, which is slightly ajar. And she says to you, you can go in, but just stand, like, once you get in, just stand in the doorway. Don't go any further. Going in?
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you just go in, and this area down here is a massive underground network. You are standing in almost the kind of foyer, I suppose, where there's a couple of people hanging around. They're moving boxes and labeling them, stacking them on top of each other, and everyone turns round and kind of looks at you. Alana comes in. She's alright, it's alright. I've done Zone of Truth of them. Watch the dwarf though. She kind of walks past you, and she's like, "Right, come on, come with me." She takes you further in, and this, yeah.
And I mumble something like, "Always against the small ones."
You attacked her first. Don't start. So she takes you
Blame the
further.
victim.
She takes you further in, and this place is like a labyrinth. It's all underground. It's actually something that dwarves would be proud of, Balgrim, if they were to see it. It's all been carved out, stabilized, so they've got like these kind of big beams that have bits of wood and stuff like that on top of it, and it's hustle and bustle down here. There's loads of people, different species, whether they be like tieflings, elves, human, you name it. And she kind of takes you into this wee kind of side bit, and it's just like benches, and she says, sit down.
Take a seat.
Yeah. Right, so you know my name, Alana. Balgrim, Soren, I know your names. What is your name, sorry? She looks at you, Seraphon.
Seraphine.
So, let me get this straight. You, Seraphon, are from... not here, you're from London?
Yes, land of England, the north. Small village, but London, for all intents and purpose.
Right. Soren, your accent is not familiar to me. I take it you are not from here either.
No, I'm around Seraphan's parts too.
And Bogram, you sound more native.
I'm from Transylvania, yes. I was born and bred here.
Right. I'm not familiar with many places in Transylvania, but you three all found each other and decided it was a good idea to travel here and try and kill the king for what he done to London?
Actually, it was me who brought Seraphon and Soren here. Because we got a little bats problem that has to be taken care of. Especially one nasty big bat.
And how is that going for you? Have you found any information? Any weaknesses? Any other allies? What have you found out?
I think a lot of answers lie in a floating stronghold.
The castle.
that a
I know what
necromancer
you
used.
mean.
Yes.
That castle is somewhere over Tavros. We do not know where. We have been trying to attack it, but the smudge has made it almost impossible. We believe that we had destroyed a large section of it, and that perhaps bits of it have recently been falling.
Yes.
You
Why
have,
not?
you have seen it then, yes.
Yes.
Yes, multiple
Seen
times.
them. Damn, you got crushed by it.
No.
Oh, it
More
killed.
than once, no.
Yeah, we made a folktale out of someone that it killed.
She's just gonna give you a strange look. Strange thing to
Very
celebrate.
Oh, some celebration.
Oh my So wait, you said that you know of people that broke the castle apart?
I
That
was
peop-
one of
people
them.
fall?
You. How?
I was in Tavros during the war. I am a Tavrosian.
What? Wow.
And I look at the other two. Maybe this visit was not a bad idea after all.
Yes, and it's wise to not always jump to violence with faces that we first meet.
Point taken.
Damn it, Balgrim, look at what you made me do. And I'll actually take out the one drop drunk and I will take a drop of it.
Oh my god. Sorry. You need to give me a constitution saving
What are these
throw
choices
at
today?
disadvantage. Disadvantage, please.
Oh!
Oh, disadvantage?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
Oh!
14.
You are immediately inebriated, slobbering idiot. Like, can't even form a sentence.
You do get a +4.
Oh,
'Cause
hold
if, you,
on.
if you're standing close to me.
That'll make you pass. So, for a split second, you are the most blind drunk you have ever been in your entire life. You potentially even went blind for a second, and then Seraphon puts his hand on you and pumps some paladin inspiration into you, and you
Oh, pumping plenty of paladin.
snap back to your senses, but you feel all warm and like, see the good feeling that comes with a wee drink? You feel that. More relaxed.
Woo.
Ooh.
Please don't do
Oh,
it
that-
again.
That works. That's strong.
What is that?
And people call me foolish.
Well, one drop of this will make you quite inebriated. It's dangerous.
May I have some?
Well, maybe we should have a discussion first, and then we can.
Sorry.
Indulge.
Quit pro quo. You do something and then I do something. Give it over.
Oh no. Okay. Yeah.
Pops the cork off it, takes a glug. Has no effect on elves. She hands it back over to you. She's like, bitter.
Oh. My goodness.
Has that like emptied the whole bottle?
No, there's probably a couple of slugs left.
Just waste the whole potion on a lark. Trying to show off. Like, look how drunk I can get.
Yeah. So the potion will instantly inebriate anyone, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage, and if you fail, then you're drunk for the next, 8 hours.
Oh,
yeah.
That's super drunk.
That
Goddamn.
bad.
You're considered basically poisoned for the next 8 hours.
That sounds so bad.
Oh, it's so funny. I can't believe you're just like, yeah, I'll just strike that. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, so you sit down and a couple of people kind of come and have a nosy to see what's going on, because this is the first time in a while, you'd imagine, that have visitors. And Alana basically tells you how she is from Tavros. She was there during the war. She was fighting on the side of Tavros. And how since then, she and the people down here, which are mostly made up of Tavrosians, have been stranded here because of the smudge, and also because of, I don't think you know this yet, what the king done to protect Tavros.
No, we don't know.
No. So, she tells you that Vlad's armies, between Vlad's armies and this floating castle in the sky, which was basically used as a warship to bombard Tavros with aero projectiles, being magic and ballistas, things like that. The king was pulling back his armies, pulling back his people further and further into Tavros as Vlad's armies and this castle pushed further into Tavros. So the king, as a last ditch effort to separate the rest of Tavros and save the rest of his people, erupted every single volcano down the center of Tavros. Tavros is more like a tropical country that has these mountainous volcanoes right in the center, and essentially split the country into. They do not know whether the rest of Tavros on the other side still survives and whether there are still people there, or whether these volcanoes wiped out the entirety of Tavros. It was said that when these eruptions and these volcanoes exploded, all kinds of creatures came out with them. Massive lava, worms, worms, I love that. Massive lava. Think of dune sandworms, except completely encrusted in this lava and spouting lava from their mouths. Some other creatures potentially that they haven't seen, as they have sent numerous scouts out into Tavros to try and find a safe way back, and the smudge has basically taken over the whole of Tavros.
So we got the smudge and lava Shaikalud.
Shaikalud, yep.
That's a lot worse than I thought.
You can see why we have been stranded here for so long now. We have sent many parties out to try and track down the castle, to try and find a safe way through, and none have made it back. We have lost so many to now the smudge and just being lost.
So, is it like a disease, like an illness that is like a poison that kills? Is it only effective on Tavrosians?
The smudge, you mean?
Yeah.
The smudge is hard to explain. It's more supernatural in its event. It is almost like the echo of the war still lives on in Tavros. People seem trapped in an endless circle of killing, but
Oh boy.
they are no longer there. Their spirits just do not know that they are no longer there physically. And it looks like smudges of people made of ash, smoke, and fire.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry this happens to your people. It's terrible.
And now you understand what could potentially have happened to London had you not fought them back.
Much thing you said is like repeating the war.
Yes.
Is it like repeating the whole war or just a precise scene of the war?
It is hard to tell. I have only seen glimpses of the smudge. It is horrifying to witness. Men that do not know that the battle is over, still trudging forward with swords and spears, fighting invisible enemies that are no longer there, while stepping over their own bones.
Jeez.
Horrible.
What happened to the king?
The King of Tavros?
Yes, after he ignited the country.
We do not know. We are stuck here. We have no idea if the rest of Tavros survived, or whether it was wiped out like the bit of Tavros that you can see from here.
If that horrific eruption claimed the lives of many and left some type of echo or aftermath, and I'll kind of look at Seraphon. I don't know much about it, but that sounds like some strong dark magic or curse that's maybe the king was unaware of, or especially if monsters are about too. That's a lot.
It is a lot. It seems like more than one horrible. I hope we can help you cure this. Whether that's through the lands of destruction or finding the source of this blight on your people.
I honestly appreciate the gesture, but we have pretty much lost all hope to ever go home. Like I said, our numbers are dwindling. We send people into Tavros to try and find the castle and to find if there is a safe way to get over to the other side, and not many make it back, and those who do, they do not come back in a stable state.
Oh.
I think the three of you are perhaps brave. We cannot argue this. But more foolish than anything. It is a fool's hope that we will ever resolve this. We have kind of came to this conclusion over the years.
I understand. We may appear foolish, I know. And certainly, the things we do and say can appear like that, but we've been together for some time and overcome many challenges. Even in the deepest night, the embers can still glow. Even in ruin, something new can rise. Hold fast, the hope isn't lost. It's just waiting to be kindled new. Can we help you? Can we scout for you? We've made allies along our road. Captain Okbar and his partner, husband, Trillion, pirates from the coast, and the Venator tribes further north from here. Our actions have proven us to be strong and trustworthy. We've faced mighty foes that were felled. Even faced blood a couple of times. And at least one of those times we fought him off. And I hope we can help. Is there anything we can do? What hope do you have for us? We hope to help.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Persuasion, no.
Yeah, you're telling the truth.
Wow.
23.
That's not.
Like I said, I know that you are coming from a place of good intent. But you weren't there during the war. You weren't there when your people, your friends, your family, your comrades were slaughtered and put up on spikes for all to see. You weren't there when the castle floated overhead and shot ballistas and magic at small villages and decimated everything in its wake. You weren't there when the king split the land in two and the most evil creatures from underneath the earth sprang up and started tearing apart anything else that was left, which there was not much of. You haven't been into Tavros. You have not seen the smudge. You have not seen the things that we have seen. But you have the most hope that I have came across in a long, long time. If you do something for us, we can maybe help you scout bits of Tavros that we have came across that are, I was going to say safer, but there aren't many safe places in Tavros now. But we can potentially help you get as far in as we could possibly take you, and then it will be up to you. Would you like to go and kill some spiders for us?
We can stop some bugs for you.
There is a forest to the north of here, which we used to be able to go and gather fruits and vegetables from. However, it has been overrun with giant spiders. They are bigger than you. And she looks at you, Zervon. It has been a pain. I, myself, absolutely despise spiders. I don't want to go near them, but I miss the fruits from the forest. If you go and you clear them out, then we could potentially help you travel and traverse into a little bit of Tavros.
Seems like a good trade.
All right.
All right. Do we have a deal then? She sticks out her
Yes.
hand.
Yes, it's a deal.
Bit in my hand and like
These
Just
fake
spat
hurts.
in it. she shakes your hand, is like, ugh.
Sorry,
Alright.
he's always doing that for some reason.
Well, it is getting late right now, so you may rest here for the night, and then in the morning you may set off to the northern wood to clear out the spider scum.
Northern Woods. I get out the map from the backpack. Like.
Yep,
So.
she tells you
Yeah.
she tells you to follow the river that cuts up north, and then there's like a small kind of forest wood to the kind of north point of here, and she says in there you'll not miss it.
Nice. What what of the tunnels here then? This is where the rest of the remnants of the half of Tavros live.
Yes, along with some from Transylvania that sided with us, but there are even less of them than there are of us.
Were most Tavrosians elven, or was there a mix?
You look around, it is a mixture of all kinds of races.
Nice.
It is a good mix.
Good mix of all
Yeah.
peoples. I think a map of the
Alright.
region or of Tavros would be helpful for us.
Ooh, I have it. Where's my iPad?
Nice.
Where is my iPad? I'll get it on the break. I'll pop
Sure.
it up on the break. But
Yeah.
I've drawn it. I've drew it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need it now, of course, but it'd be useful for looking at as soon as
Thank you.
possible.
So she basically says, like, you know, the map is what they had of like the stuff that they've scouted out. So it's not, you know, exact, but it's what they've scouted out so far. It sounds as if over the last like maybe 20 years they've been slowly but surely eking their way further and further into Tavros. But yeah, it's what they've kind of scouted out so far.
Alara. Alara or Alora?
Alara.
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 Yeah.
Were there any... You mentioned some survivors from Vlad's army. Were there any
Many.
centaurs that might have
Centaurs.
joined you?
I remember seeing centaurs on the battlefields, but I can't think of any centaurs that are here.
Very well, that's fine. Let's thought we check. Searching.
Do you
Could
have
be.
a
That's,
centaur friend that is perhaps was during the war, or?
Friends that helped us in the port to the far north. Her daughter and her mother, their husband, wife, the father, was drafted, forced into the war, and he hasn't returned. It might bring closure to them, whether dead or alive. That's-
Unfortunately, there were thousands on both sides that were drafted in, and most of us are dead or part of the smudge now.
Understandable.
Maybe
Thank
we
you.
are going to find something in the ruins that we can bring back.
Maybe, who knows? It's been late. Oh, are there any apothecaries or potion makers, perhaps, in your underground network? You make health potions, anything like that?
Oh god. Still crunchy music, really. Just put it off for the time being. There may be something that I can dig up, but we do not have anyone that makes potions, no.
Well, that's fine. I can heal fairly well, but it's good to have some backups.
But if you are successful in killing the spiders, then I will try and dig up some things for you to take.
Alara, may I ask where you get your magic from? Are you a ranger or mage?
I am known as the battle cleric of Tavros.
Oh.
I was the frontline main healer until all my men were gone.
Wow. How did you and your people get up to the castle to attack it and dismember it?
We had giant ballistas with these like hooked appendages on it. We shot them at the base of the castle, and we managed to climb some of the chains. We even managed to rip some of the side of the castle out to make room for us to get inside, but it was quite impossible. We made dents, but when we got up there was magic, some kind of barrier. Although, if it is falling and crumbling apart, I can only imagine that perhaps the magic inside is no longer there or is diminishing, perhaps.
Wow.
Is it still chained, the city, or is it untethered?
We do not know. We have been trying to find the castle, but we think it moves. It moved over Tavros during the war, and it presumably still moves, perhaps on its own, of its own volition now. We do not know if the person inside is still there or not. It was rumored to be some kind of wizard that was inside the castle.
Yeah. From what we've found out from the ruins that have fallen to the ground, there's some kind of necromancer, school of necromancy, and what we know, you know too, that King Vlad did, invite a powerful wizard, and many years ago. And that has been, from what we've found out, a cause of much division within the court of the king and other wealthy vampire families.
I mean, during the war, we had our own wizards, clerics, fighters that we use, so it only makes sense that the king would have done the same.
I was going to want to show her the symbol of the two crescent moons.
Or the one that you got inside the thing?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a nosy, see if she... That's the nat one.
I wonder how they survived on
On the other side?
where did they get their food, water, stuff?
Maybe it's not so bad as we think. They have bordering nations, perhaps they trade with. Maybe they're not there at all.
Yeah.
I hope they survive, though.
It's also good that we at least found someone who has more knowledge about the war than the rest of the people we met.
And she
Yes.
fought
Mm.
and climbed up. That's extremely dangerous. To climb up a chain to the sky, capable of shooting back down at you.
Absolutely. She has nerves of steel, a heart of iron, a great warrior. And healer. Cleric.
Don't know if she's such a great warrior, if she can be tackled over like this without any.
Not all of them. You're
my
incredibly
doubts.
strong and ripped. So, you know,
She was taken by surprise and she rolled super low.
Hmm.
Yeah. But we should get our sleep. Because, like, tomorrow we have some spiders to kill.
Spotters.
yes.
Okay. Are you wanting to set up a watch or are you wanting to just rest?
I would be okay with just resting. It's pretty desolate out here.
Yes, I feel safe enough to not set a watch.
Okay. So, 8 hours of rest?
Yep.
So
Yeah,
that's
8 hours
10,
Yep.
11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that takes you to 8 o'clock in the morning. You wake up and, you know, don't see daylight down here because it's underground. However, when you do wake up, you see that Rock is kind of shown himself off, I suppose, to a small group of children that have came over and are oohing and eyeing at him as they kind of, you know, talk amongst themselves and kind of look over at Rock, and Rock's giving it a wee ha ha Rock and jumping around the place.
I hope he doesn't get hungry and eat those beams.
Oh no.
Can you imagine?
Oh no.
Please, no. Please don't.
Yeah. Thankfully, you have taught Rock where that his food source comes from. The rocks
I will
that
say,
you supply.
It's like look her up and smile. I will say like a morning prayer. In Fornap's name.
Oh my god, he's praying. Yeah. You say a little prayer and again, having a look over your scales, they seem to still be at bay. The black scales haven't spread any further onto your back or your other side of your body. So yeah, you just wake up and Alana comes over and finds you. And Balgrim, she gives you your updated map, and she's kind of circled where the spider's nest is. And I'm going to make a roll for her to see if she found out any information on the... What'd you call it? Hold on, bring up her stats. She wants to make a history roll. Let's see.
On the mark, yeah, or the symbol.
Yeah, so she has a plus... Ooh, okay. Plus 8, so that's pretty good.
Ooh.
Ooh, so that's 18. That is a filthy, dirty, abhorrent little 20.
Wow.
So,
Nice.
what kind of reaches? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so she comes back over and she says, right, well, I was able to find out one thing about this symbol. It is from the School of Necromancy, and if it did come from the castle, then it probably came from the wizard from the castle. Let's see. I'm gonna see what I can read yous. So yeah, she's able to tell you that at best, like, necromancy, the practice is taboo. Like, you know, it's not completely banished, but it's frowned upon, I suppose. However, this specific sect of necromancy, this symbol that has like the added bits to it, is a banished form of necromancy. It is pure chaotic evil.
Yes.
It taps into the worst parts of the practice and has been abolished in pretty much every country.
Wow.
And mod practice. Oh my god.
Yes, and she says the reason for that is because the type of necromancy that this wizard potentially studied comes straight from the Nine Hells.
Oh, wow. It's a fiendish necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Does this relate to this cult of you know the yellow one? We shouldn't say the name.
I mean, potentially, it could. Balgrim, you can give me, another history roll if you want.
But normal this time.
If anyone's assisting you, you can do advantage, or you can do it by yourself. It's up to you.
I'm trying.
Help. Action.
Help action!
Okay, you can roll again, Balgrim.
Oh, thank you.
This is what I heard along my
Thank you,
travels.
Soren.
Collective knowledge. Oh,
Yes.
14. So you're not 100% sure, but you know that things like sulfur, brimstone, Katie? Brimstone are all of hellish demonic, origin. And where does all that stuff come from? The Nine Hells. So whatever this wizard was doing and involved in seems to have originated potentially from the Nine Hells. Brimstone.
So what if Dracula made a pact with a fiend from the Nine Hells to get the power he has now, and now he's trying other ones to worship this fiend by establishing this weird cult?
Well, the service that we went to, it talked about just Dracula and his family, right?
Yeah.
Would
Like
you
all
kinda
the
think-
worship is pointed to Dracula, at least front facing.
Yeah, if that were true, it's not something that he would like to be spread far and wide, would it? That he's under somebody else's thumb, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
It could be the font of his power, but it's a weakness to the people, potentially. For him to be viewed as a thrall to someone else. It's delightfully ironic.
So, do you think that the wizard fits into this because the wizard introduced Vlad to that Nine Hell power, perhaps? The fiendish type of necromancy.
That's possible.
It definitely, it's worth investigating. If we get up to the castle in the sky.
Oh. Bash some spiders.
Bash some spiders. So she comes and she gives you your map, tells you a little bit about what she found out about the symbol of the necromancer, and tells you where to find the spiders. And it's only maybe like an hour or two's walk from here. It's pretty close. You just need to follow the river up and you can't miss it. And
Nice.
she's asked that you go in and eliminate the spider infestation if you can. So, are we wanting to do either survival or perception as we are moving through to go to the forest?
Absolutely.
Drag you over to
would-
the forest map.
Absolutely. Oh no.
I need to go to the bathroom.
No. Yeah, on you go.
Let's. I'll be 40 feet ahead.
40 feet ahead? Okay, so
Yeah.
you, are you acting as the scout then? So you will be
Yeah.
rolling either perception or insight. Who's at the back, who's in the middle?
I would stay at the back.
You see at the back? Okay. 21. Ooh, wow, nice. And Balgrim, you can do the same, either perception or survival as you go through here.
Perception. There.
Let's see. Good rolls. Okay. So, as you travel in here, again, it's much the same. There's mushrooms, there's moss, and there's webs, and parts of these kind of like discarded shells of the spiders everywhere. Soren, you see it up ahead. There seems to be some kind of movement in among the trees, and at a kind of like distance, it's hard to tell the size of what it is you're witnessing, but as you get slowly and cautiously closer, you can see that there is at least one massive spider scuttling about in the trees in front of you. Balgrim, you're paying attention to what's behind you, and you can hear like kind of tiny scuttlings all kind of like just around you.
We got company. I would say in a quiet and hushed tone.
Company.
I don't know if I can see them, but I'd look back.
So you can't see what Balgrim has picked up on, but ahead of you, maybe about maybe like 40 feet, you can see just a massive spider going between the trees. It is about the size of probably a cart.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can I see Balgrim or Seraphon behind me?
Oh yeah, they're near. You can like turn round. You can see them.
Okay, I will make like a spider crawling on my arm motion, but go like big.
Give me a performance roll. See how good
I'm actually proficient in performance.
are you? See how good your miming of giant
Nice.
spider is.
Due to the drunken master flavor order 7.
I mean, Soren looks as if he's got an itchy arm and is then doing the YMCA.
It's looking like,
What? Yeah. I'm proficient in performance, are you?
I will dip to my ears and like.
So you're having a listen for what you can hear. And it is, it's like numerous legs scuttling through these wet bits of land, kind of pinging off mushrooms, scuttling through the trees. It sounds creepy. It sounds like a bunch of spiders running about.
I would try and beckon them.
Okay. I'll hustle up.
Okay, how are yous all approaching at this point?
I would try to sneak.
Okay. Seraphon, are you being sneaky?
Well, Baldwin's trying, so I'll try.
Okay,
what
you
it's
can
worth.
both give me a stealth roll. Considering how light of foot and small Soren is, he was able to kind of nimbly just nip through. But the fact that all these are now moving up, let's get a roll.
Super bad.
Okay, Balgrim. Oh my god, well. Balgrim, you kind of follow the path that Soren went on, lightly stepping through, avoiding kind of like the crunchier leaves if there were any. The place is soaking. Seraphon, I mean, you pretty much like with your heavy armor are having a hard time navigating through because of how kind of like densely compact this area is. And unfortunately, when you're squeezing through, a bit of spiderweb gets caught on your cape and starts pulling. Balgrim, you hear silence. All the spiders immediately stop moving, and then there is rapid scuttling towards you as
Attack!
as a mass of spiders run towards you. At the head, let me get the thing for it. Massive and then there we go. Let's just make a beat. Yeah.
That's really big.
Yeah.
16.
And you are first. So you see a bunch of these spiders just run towards you. At the head of them is this massive cart-sized mother spider that kind of opens up her wee jaws and gives you a like a wee screech. Thank you.
Okay. I am going to... I have not used it before, but I have a hand crossbow.
Okay. Hand crossbow.
Yes. So I'm going to pull out that, and I will shoot at the tiny spider here.
The tiny spider.
Hand crossbow bolt.
Go for it. So the one at the front, yeah.
Oh, 30, I have to get within 30 feet, so I'm going to have to move a little bit closer.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see, a 17, that hits.
Okay.
And 8 piercing, okidokies.
8 piercing, and then...
So this spider, oh my god.
Is it alive?
It's still alive. It looks extremely bloodied though. This thing is like barely hanging on. Like all its legs are kind of like crunched under the weight of the impact, but it's barely hanging on.
Okay. Well, I will use a bonus action to reload the crossbow bolt, and I can use my extra attack, I think.
Okay.
At 5th level, so I'll just do one last attack at it to try and finish it off.
Go for it. Let's see. A hit. Yeah, nice.
Nice. Another 8.
Yeah, this spider just like explodes, and you see all this kind of goopy stuff just like splosh up one of the near trees. The mother spider turns round and like starts screeching as it sees one of its babies just been up the wall.
Oh frick. Okay. I'll say I'll try and draw some to me. 5, 10. I'll kind of cart a little bit more to the north.
Okay.
And turn.
Balgrim, we're on to you.
Yeah. So, first of all, bonus action, I'm going to activate haste.
Wow.
I have now an AC of 17.
17, okay.
And now I'm going to get close to close.
Oh my
directly with the big one.
Yep.
Let's see how this is going to turn out now. I am. Did a bonus action. Alright. I'm going to attack. Close. Transformed, so.
Let's see. Ooh, a 12 misses.
13.
So yeah.
Second attack.
So it just slightly kind of like backs off as you go to make a swipe for it. That one misses as well.
That misses too. And the last attack, because of haste.
That one hits.
It's nice. So I damage myself first. To
You activating a blood curse.
activate the Crimson Rite.
Noise. I love blood hunters, they're so cool. 2?
So, yeah. I'm doing now thunder damage on my weapon.
Ooh.
Damaging this little thing. See? So it gets 10 slashing, and it gets 6 thunder damage.
Okay, so that's 16, 17, so 19 altogether, yeah?
Yep.
Okey-dokies. So yeah, you take a swipe at it, but the kind of front legs just kind of like pinch and pull themselves out of the way. But as it goes to move back, you just kind of bring the claws down on top of the head and strike the thunder through it. Ouchies, as Sky would say.
And because I have hit it, I will cast Brand of Castigation. That
Okay.
requires no action. So now it is marked. I can find it. I can find it everywhere if it still stays on this plane, and it always gets 2 points of psychic damage when it tries to do damage to me or anyone else.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay,
Is
this
that
is
you?
my round. Next one, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so the first thing it's going to do is use one of its legendary actions to jump over you, Balgrim, which will not proc an opportunity of attack. And Soren is going to land in front of you because you are the one that skunked its child. And it is going to do a little attack against you. So your AC is 16, yeah?
Yup.
So this is been make blah blah blah. Okay, while using this. Okay, so it's gonna do this first. So a 19 will hit, and a what's that? 17 will both hit you, and it will be. I'll just use these so I don't need to roll my other dice. So 2 of these plus 8 of piercing damage. So 13 plus 8 piercing damage as it brings its massive, like, 2 pincer teeth down on top of you and pierces into you.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Let's see, it can or does it want to do anything else? Not for the time being. As a bonus action, it will spit out a little web. Hold on, let me...
It also gets 2 points of psychic damage because it does damage.
Nice. So, let me see. What's 20 foot? 20 foot's 4 squares, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh my god. That is not what I wanted. Oh no! I want a circle. There we go. Eclipse. Right. Soren, you are considered in tough terrain. as it spits a web out down on you. Cool. Right, that's the spider's turn. Seraphon, we're on to you.
My.
Yeah, this thing's nasty.
Song switch. Seraphon. Not Seraphon. That's my name. Soren. Yeah, I can only get up to the brood mother. I will swing my warhammer.
Warhammer.
My great stake hammer, in fact. Upon the beast. He's smitten.
17 misses. So what happens is you swing this and smack onto it, and you do crack into it, but then just this like crystallized, like a crystallized skin appears, and your thing ting like bounces off of it.
Aye.
Uh-oh.
May or may not have beefed up the spider that Boogie sent me.
I birthed the monster.
Oh, no.
In the absence of other things to attack, I will attack it again.
Yeah,
With a 13.
13 misses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And my bonuses. Yeah. No bonus. I will stand my ground
Kadokies.
and end my turn.
Soren, we're on to you. So you're currently in tough terrain, but you're not restrained
Yeah.
yet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is a little rough. Okay. I am going to punch it twice
Okay.
with my action. 2 unarmed strikes.
That hits. Yep.
24. Okay.
That. Oh, meets it, beats it.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. So for the first one, just try and punch in one of its legs. Wham.
Yep.
The second one, punch one of its legs.
Yep.
Wham.
Nice.
And then I'll say, watch the master at work, Seraphon. And I'm gonna spend a key point,
Okay.
my bonus action, to do 2 more unarmed strikes.
Go for it.
Bonus action. So there's the first one. Ooh.
Misses.
Oh, shit.
Misses. Damn. That was almost a
See,
20 on the second one.
I'll try and kick it twice, and it does not.
Yeah.
Oh, ting ting. Ouch. No.
It brings up the kind of crystallized skin, and you just bash off it, unfortunately.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bogum. Unless Soren, you wanting to try and move, or?
That's it.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
stay there for now.
Belgrim, we're on to you, sir.
Catching up. Bonus action, transform into hybrid form.
Okay.
Have a DC of 18 now.
Okay. 18.
No. Oh.
A little werewolf dwarf.
Hit
Love
Yeah. A little poodle dwarf.
it. I love him. He's so cute.
First attack.
15 misses.
Second attack.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Mass,
Here it
yeah.
Dices are not with me today.
No, not today.
They were earlier.
Bulgrim
That's the other
is
side of luck.
hesitating to attack because he's
Scared of
still
spiders.
a bit traumatized by the claw thing. It's not his best today.
Oh my goodness.
He's
Whiff.
not putting in
Ooh,
his
dear.
heart into this one.
Yeah. That is whiff. Oh dear. Any bonus actions you can do?
I already did by transforming.
Oh, yeah.
So I would still stay there where I am.
No worries. Right, spider turn. Right, I need to measure something. How far away? Oh, user. Perfectly aligned. So,
Oh no.
the mother
Oh, no.
lets out this unearthly screech, and you see all the little ones behind kind of like run up, and they are going to try and spider trample you. So, where is so that'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, and then we'll just move them all kind of in a line. I suppose that'll make it easier. As they basically trample on top of you, and I'm going to roll to see who they hit. So we're looking for 18, 18, and 16 for the ACs. Miss. And I think this one will hit. Okay, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Soren, you are going to get hit with 74. So,
Oh, wow.
so
Holy.
16, 17, 18 bludgeoning damage as all these spiders just like bulldoze you over.
Okay.
The spider mother bonus action will probably spit at your horse, Seraphon.
Oh yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, there we go. Spit over at your
That's a-
horse.
it's
That is a tasty looking horse. Cool. Seraphon, we're on to you.
Okay. I will move to the other side of the... Oh. Actually, can I rescind that movement, please?
If you want.
Okay. Then I'll move the thingy. I'm gonna move up to attack the spawn.
Okay, you did move out of our space, so she's gonna take an opportunity swipe at you.
Yep.
Oh, where's my dice went? It's a 19. Is that all that?
Oh, yep.
So 2d10 as she pummels into you. So 8 plus what's that? 8 plus 8. So 16 points of bludgeoning damage as she smacks you with one of her big crystallized legs as you run past her.
Cool.
That means she gets another 2 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
So
Nice. Thank you. Thanks for reminding me.
no problem.
16. Okay. As I turn and run, I was like raked across the back.
Yeah, she just smacks you right in your spine.
With the talon. And as I run and swing at the one immediately in front of me. with a
16 hits. Yep. Oh, explodes.
Oh, holy Christ.
Absolutely disintegrates in front of you.
With the... Nice. And gotta remember, that's what I will attack this one. This one again. F24.
That hits, yep.
10.
Oh, that's it. Meets the beats it. Splatter.
Squadge. Nice. And so that's dead. There was 2 dead.
Yep.
And I moved 5, 10, 15, 20,
Yeah, you've still got movement.
25, 30 to this side. And as a bonus action, I will Shield of Faith upon Soren.
Ooh, so that gives you plus what to your AC?
+2.
So that makes
Two?
you
Thank you.
18. Nice.
18, that'll help a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm looking quite battered and bruised.
Yeah, you've been the target.
Yeah. Very bad.
Okay, so Seraphon. So Soren, we're actually back on to you.
Okay, the spider already did an attack of opportunity.
Yes.
It used its reaction.
So no
right?
more reaction for this round.
Yeah, so I will be extremely grateful, and I will stand right there.
Okay.
Be like, good idea. So I will attack the one in front of Seraphon right there. I'm gonna do an unarmed strike on that one.
So you're looking for a 14. Nice. Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay. Wham! I'll elbow it.
Nice.
5 points
It
of
is looking extremely bloodied.
Okay. Extra attack for my action.
Let's see.
Halfling's luck
yeah,
came
seen
Nice.
that. That hits.
in. Nice.
Oh yeah, this one explodes as well. All up Seraphon.
Okay. And then I will spend another key point to do flurry of blows to do 2 strikes, and I'll do the first strike on the one
That hits.
directly in front of me here. Okay. That is 8
Ooh,
damage.
so close to splashing it. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. That
Yay!
hits. Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm just doing combinations with like my elbows and my fists. Bam, bam, bam. Taking them out. There we go.
It's like punching blueberries, you know? They just like splatter underneath your fists and your weapons, but the mother is looking so angry. Cool. Are you wanting to move anywhere else or?
Yeah, since I did get flurry of blows, I do get a free
Oh yeah, you're disengaged.
extra movement and evasion.
Yep.
Or disengage. So I will. I'm gonna like dart around behind Seraphon.
Okay.
And just stand. And just take a quick breather.
No worries. Bulgrim, we're on to you.
Yo, let's try that with the attack again.
That
No.
misses, yeah.
This misses. The first one misses.
God, the dice really aren't on your side tonight. That one hits.
Nice.
So it's 13.
6. 2 thunder damage. So then third and last attack.
Yep. Come on, Bulgrim. Ooh, makes it beats it.
Nice.
So it's 14.
Another 1d6.
Damn. Yeah, Balgrim's the god tier fighter. He can take on the monsters.
Yeah.
He can take on the big boys.
And
Jeez.
because I attacked
One Punch
with
Man.
this, I'm going to use a bonus action and attack a 4th time.
Ooh, okie dokies.
With the claw. With the claw this time, not with the black claw, but with the other claw, unarmed.
Okay, an armor strike, yeah.
So
That hits, yeah.
that hits. So this is just this. So just 10, but no Crimson Ride and anything.
Look at dokies. 10 still a sizable chunk. Excellent. So yeah, you start kind of like
And
chunking away at bits of the legs, and small bits of it are starting to kind of come away.
This is for Sharpen.
Perfect. So now we are on to spider. Okay, so the spider is gonna spin round to you, Bulgrim, and she is gonna try and take a little chompy chomp out of you. So your
Okay.
AC now is 18, yeah?
18, yeah.
That's a nat 20. Okay, so
Ooh, I want to use my. Wait a second. Before we do that, before we gonna do this, I have a reaction, and I wanna. Oh. Okay. I wanna do Curse of the Eyeless with a reaction on him.
okay.
So I would just roll a d6. I have to go to the door. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah. No, go for it.
So 4 points have to be deducted from the attack.
Okay, so that'll take it to 16, so that'll actually miss. Oh my god, Bulgrim just saved himself from a astronomic amount of damage. So let's see, that would have been 20... 8, and then that on top of it. So, what's 28 plus 12?
32? Sorry,
Yeah.
40.
40?
40.
He just saved himself
Yeah.
40 points of damage. That's nuts.
Wow.
Yeah. It is a multi-attack though, so it is going to go for him. Again, that was its first attack, and it missed because of the Curse of the Eyeless. Second one will hit as well, I think, unless he can do Curse of the Eyeless again, but I'll wait until he's back. As a bonus action though, while we're waiting for him to come back, he is going to spit at you two. So yous are considered in
Right again.
rough terrain, yeah.
Okay. Yep. That's
So-
tough.
Yeah, as its bonus action, it can like spit out a web 20 feet like across and just make it. No, you're fine. You are such a lucky son of a bitch. You just saved yourself 40 points of damage.
What?
Yeah.
That's
However, the next one does hit you, and it is
Okay.
gonna do, so it's gonna use poison as well. So 2 of these plus 8. So 16, but take away 4 from that because this is blood piercing, and you're obviously
yeah.
However, this is poison, so you will get the full damage of this. 4 poison damage as it pierces its fangs into you.
But I am immune to poison.
You don't get any poison damage then.
Oh. Wow.
But the DM.
You are so lucky.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Mini spiders can't do anything because she spat a web. So, Seraphon, we're on to you. Actually, she is gonna move up. So, Balgrim, you can take an opportunity attack if you want.
Oh, would like to.
Yep, she's gonna move up to defend our Bubbas.
Oh,
Oof.
no, I can't. I used my reaction for the curse.
Okay,
So I can
dokies.
do an opportunity
Oh,
attack.
to take away from the damage. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, yeah, so I
So,
can't do.
Seraphon, yeah, we're on to you.
Oh, cool. So let's move up to me. So what's tough terrain?
Half. Your movement's halved if, well, you're only 2 squares into it. So it means that instead of a square being 5, it would be 10.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna take 5, so it's 10, 20. I'm gonna move. I expect the attack.
Opportunity of attack, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
AC is 18, yeah.
Yeah, it has.
Let's see. Oh, it's cocked. It's cocked. That is a 3. She misses.
Nice. And yeah. The spider hatchling in front of me. I swing 24.
No, the babies! That hits.
Squish.
Explodes. Bonk.
Nice.
And the other one. Swing.
Oh my god.
Squish.
Explodes. Explodes.
Alright. And
The poor spider babies.
we'll see about that. And move. Just my last actually, that's the last 5 feet to move toward it. And end my turn.
Okay. Sudden. We're on to you.
Okay. I am Herbert.
Uh-huh.
Herbert. There's one little one left and the big one. Okay, I will do 5, 10, 15, 20. First attack, I will do unarmed strike on the tiny spider.
Go for it. Ooh, that misses.
Okay. Extra attack.
That hits.
It hits.
Oh,
9 damage.
It's like hanging on by a thread. It's got one wee leg
Whoa.
twitching.
Okay, I will do bonus action flurry of blows. So the first strike will be, well, yeah, I crit on the tiny spider. Obliterate it.
Such a shame.
Such a shame. And then with my last one, yeah, I'm gonna turn to face the big spider and try one more attack on it. Oh my gosh.
Misses.
And then, yeah, I'm unable. Okay.
Would have been good to
with
crit on the
that,
big spider.
It would have. I'm gonna back up a little bit there too. Okay. And turn.
Okay. Wait, you moved out of its space? You didn't? Do you
Yep,
get
I do have the tipsy sway.
Oh,
Yes,
you do
yes.
have it? That's fine. Just say it.
Yeah.
Keep me right. Balgrim, we're on to you.
No problem.
Going to move over here so I can give Seraphon advantage next time he's attacking. And now I'm trying to attack this thing again. Hopefully I get advantage too. Let's see.
Go for it with advantage. For once, Balgrim needs the advantages on whiff, whiff, whiff.
That
Miss!
doesn't help at all.
Oh my god. First one whiffs.
Oh boy.
Second one.
A hits.
That hits nice. Damage. Here you go.
Okay, so 15.
And
3 thunder damage. Now the last one.
Okay, so before you give me the damage for this one, it is going to use its reaction for this turn to absorb blow. So it is going to reduce the damage by 10 plus 2d10.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
so 19 is going to reduce that. So I think that almost, yeah, that eliminates that hit. And, oh, I should have saved it for that one. So is your max damage?
Wow.
So max damage would be 16.
Mm-hmm.
With the plus 4, like if it's just the dices, it's 12.
12, okay.
Yeah.
And then give me a roll.
Yeah.
So you also get your bleed on top of this one because you crit.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
1d6 thunder,
Mm-hmm.
and then bleed was like
A 4,
like
a
1d4?
d4. Yep.
Mhm.
So 20 plus...
It's a
22.
free bleeding damage.
Okay. Okay. She's looking pretty rough.
So that was the second, no, first, second, third. Yeah, that was the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And...
But I want to do a bonus action and attack her with the other claw, like.
Go for
that's
it.
the last.
Misses.
Okay.
Misses. Okay, let me read this one. Okay, the first thing I need you all to do is make a dexterity saving throw, DC 19, as the spider rears up, lets out a screech, and starts poo, like spitting all these like bombs of the web out at yous. So hold on, I think this will probably... How do you do the measuring tool where it's like the circle?
There's a ruler on the left. It's called the measure button. And then you can go to the
circle.
shape. You get the circle.
Yeah. So... Oh yeah, yous are all getting... Maybe even the horse as well. Yeah.
At the horse.
The horse as well. So this will be roughly, but yeah, as she covers the entire ground with this it's like wee bombs of spider-like webs that go off, and as they explode, they cover the entire place in a sticky residue. So yeah, give me all dexterity saving throws, DC 19, please.
19,
Okay.
18 plus 4, 22.
You pass?
Nice.
Because of haste,
Mhm.
I'm doing dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Okay, dokies.
And a horse got
Soren,
a 10.
you pass. Balgrim, oh my god, you're passing. So what did the horse get?
10.
10. Okay, so the horse failed. The horse is the only one that fails. Okay, so yous are gonna take half damage of everything I give you, and yous are not restrained. Yous are just in difficult terrain. So, 3 of these, half the damage, please. And then 3 of these, and again, half the damage, please. So the first is bludgeoning damage, so Balgrim, you'll half the half. And the second is, what do you call it? Acid damage.
Okay, so not.
Oh, my headset's beeping.
Okay. Got it. Ooh, look at those juicy 6s.
Soren with evasion takes no damage on making the save, which is nice.
Sorry, say that again. I couldn't hear you because I was changing my headset battery.
Oh, I said at level 7, Soren has evasion, so when he makes a save to save for half damage, he instead takes 0 damage.
Oh, okay. So,
Nice.
is that just for the bludgeoning, or do you take no damage on
when
the
you're subjected to an
acid?
effect that when you have to make a dexterity saving throw
Uh-huh.
to take half damage, you instead take no damage. So
I
just
think,
damage
yeah,
in
I
general.
think you
Yeah.
take no damage from that then.
Yeah.
Do I get
Ooh.
resistance to the acid?
You. Oh, hold on. Would.
Because normally with Ancestry, you would, because I'm an acid breather.
Oh, aye. Yeah,
But-
you'll have. So it'll be half the half damage then.
Those half of...
Half of
What is it,
15.
half of?
Half of 15.
So
which
half
will
of
be rounded
six.
down.
We're
So.
saying 8. Like 7... Sorry, wait, what the fuck? 7... so like 4. So half 4. Okay.
Yeah. So you round it down.
Alright.
If it's an uneven number. Yous are so lucky. Yous have got stuff that helps protect yous against this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Um.
This would have been very bad.
Right, what was that? Was that our... What did I say? Was that our action? This is... It is an action. So bonus action, she is just going to try and... Yeah, Balgrim, she's just going to try and take a wee chomp at you.
Oh, also she gets
2 psychic.
so she does 2 times damage, so she gets 4 psychic damage.
Okay, cool. She'll try and take a wee chompy chomp out of you, Balgrim. Ha, that is a 5. She misses. Excellent. So, Seraphon, we're on to you. You're in tough terrain, which again,
hang on.
every square will be 10, but you are, if you're attacking, free to do at advantage.
Yeah, I won't worry about moving too much as I
Okay.
plant my feet and just
Smack
swing
into her.
my warhammer
Mm-hmm.
with a. I press the button. Come on. Is it thinking?
Push the button.
That's not good.
That misses, yeah.
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 was like,
You get do you
"Don't
get
look at it as
Oh!
something wrong with this.
You get
Oh,
ad-
advantage.
do you get advantage?
Yeah.
I do advantage.
Try again for your...
It
oh,
doesn't-
well.
that's okay. It doesn't- don't worry about it.
First hit misses. Try a second.
Anyway, okay.
That's funny.
Before, okay, that'll be.
Hits.
Yo.
And-
Hits.
And we're divine smudging this, people.
Oh,
Whoa.
Yes.
sprinkling some
Right.
smite on there.
Yeah.
So it's a 14, 21, 25.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
So, ooh, she looking hurt. She looking a little bit spicy. Like you can see the cracks in the kind of crystallized skin. A couple of the legs have just fell off as she's looking banged up.
And actually, the horse should have rolled initiative, so I was going to say it goes last.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
It will.
Horse.
It will move. Horse. Like
Is the-
telepathically, it's like. It's like, get the hell out of here.
Is how damaged is the horse after that? Because that would have taken all the damage. Because it failed.
Was it 16 out of 7? Yeah.
So it would
that's
have been
20
14 plus 15. The damage it would have taken.
14 plus 15. Oh yeah, it's super dead. Okay. That's
Okay, it's dead.
But when it just like evaporates to, I guess it's because it's kind of
Astral plane, isn't it?
It's astral. That's what.
Yeah.
It's not a real horse. It's fine. Like, I will just bring it back tomorrow.
The horse.
Didn't even name it yet.
Didn't even have a chance. Casual.
Okay.
No real horse died during this session.
No real horse died during this session. Cool.
And actually, I need to roll. Sorry, concentration for Soren's blessing. No, Soren's shield of whatever the shield of faith.
Shield of faith,
So
yeah.
I took in total 7, 4, 11. So I need to be 11.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Absolutely.
16. Cool. Right, end of turn.
End. Soren, we're on to you. This thing's
Okay.
looking pretty hurt.
I am too. Okay. I'm still blessed with Seraphon's blessing.
Bless.
Time to steal his kill. Run up.
Oh,
dude.
lucky little thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no! So
Ha-
my action,
miss.
2 attack, the one hits 9,
Okay, yeah.
and then I will burn another key point for
Okay.
another flurry of blows.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attempt 2 more strikes. Oh,
Misses!
no.
Misses!
No
No!
way.
No!
No.
Oh my god, that's so sad. Yeah, I mean it is
Away a little
looking
bit.
pretty hard, but it's still I'm still standing. Bogum, we're on to you.
Oh, I tried to steal the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Okay, this is a new round of combat, so I've got my reaction back. Okay.
Okay. So what I'm going.
Aw, thank you, Boogie. Sweetheart. Stealing my kill.
I'm using a bonus action
Ah,
and use the blood curse of the marked on it.
okay.
So until the end of the turn, whenever you hit the cursed creature with a weapon for which you have an active Crimson Rite, you roll an additional Hammercraft die when determining the extra damage from the rite. So I would roll 2d6 instead of just 1d6. for the
Okay,
thunder
cool.
damage.
Spicy.
And I should roll
Misses.
another one because
wow,
it's with advantage.
Yeah, first one misses. Second one misses for your first attack. Yep.
So, roll
Oh shit, what am I doing?
second attack. Natural
Ooh.
20.
It is gonna
Beautiful.
use its reaction if it can. So, what is the max damage then?
Max damage would be 12.
Let's see. So 2 what? 2d10. Oh, so yeah, it does not take that damage. It absorbs it. The crystals
that-
just like form up it and kind of crack and dissipate, but its body remains intact.
So now comes the rest of the damage. This is going to be 9 damage. So roll 1d4. Three bleeding damage. And now comes the Helmcraft damage. And 6 thunder damage.
So, oh my god, it is hanging on by a sugary bit.
Wow.
Like a sugar.
Last attack then? Yeah, last attack. So
That hits,
hits.
yep. One single sugar, yeah, it's literally like you're shaking. Oh yeah, Bulgrim, how do you want to do this?
Yay, Bulgrim!
It literally had
wanna hack away.
7 HP left.
Nice. I want to hack away the left and the right leg, and if in the moment when it falls down with the head, I'm gonna just push the claw into the head, like down to the bottom.
And it gives off a kind of like a wee scree as you do that, and then it stops moving. Congratulations! You bet the
Thank you.
big crystal spider that Boogie wanted you to fight.
Wow,
That was very
Boogie.
good. Thanks, Boogie.
Oh, Boogie.
That was cool, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yeah,
It's really
that'd be
cool.
heavy.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah. Starts relaxing into the ground, and little bits of its body start to like all kind of like fall away, and the kind of outer shell, which is made of teeny tiny scale crystals, all start kind of falling onto the ground.
I'm turning back to from hybrid form, and then I fall onto the ground, like immediately exhausted from the haste.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm just staying there where I am.
You did well. You definitely know how to do massive damage to our foes.
We did well. I wouldn't have made it without you two.
Yeah, do you feel okay? It looks like
I'm
that it takes
really
a toll out
tired.
of you.
Every time I use this thing, it takes like I feel like I have no air left in my lungs and my legs are shaking. I think I'm going to sit down.
Okay. I will go and take a closer look at the remains of the spider.
A spider. Yeah, absolutely. So give me a investigation roll.
Perfection.
Little investigation.
I'm proficient in investigation.
Aye. 16. Okay.
Nice. 16.
So, this seems to be a spider on steroids. It looks like a regular, see, like a kind of like a trapdoor spider.
Yeah.
Looks like that,
Yeah.
but the size of the fangs and the legs and just its whole body just doesn't look right. But considering the amount of like amalgamations and strange creatures you have seen throughout Transylvania, potentially from the corruption and the evil within this land, it's no surprise that even the kind of more natural creatures are starting to take these more awful, bestial, horrible forms. The inside of it is kind of like a normal spider, but the outside has this kind of like really hard crystallized shell that seems to be shedding now that it's dead.
Ooh.
Taking a trophy for Elara.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the shell's like lying there. The rest of the body's starting to kind of like crumple away and like all, you know, that horrible thing that spiders do when they die, they're on their back and the legs start like folding in. The body's starting to do that, but you've got bits of the shell that are lying there.
Yeah, cool. Well, I've got some crystals and I'll prepare like a mouth part. Pincer type thing.
Nice. And the pincer is probably about the size of your forearm. It's huge.
Grief.
Good grief. Good gravy, man.
So we got some spider crystals and
I wonder if it's possible to make something out of the shell.
You could give
Like
me...
this nice cape we did for Soren.
Oh, speaking of the cape, where is it?
I don't know, Soren.
It is. Oh my gosh! Just stuffed away hastily in my pack.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Oh.
Investigation
On what?
on the.
The spider?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me
on
an
the
investigation.
ship, if it's possible to make something out of.
Give me an investigation. Sure. 18. So this crystal isn't like, you don't think you'd be able to make anything out of it, but with an 18 you know that this would probably fetch a good price or could be traded for its use in making magic potions. So this would be a ingredient that someone would probably really like to get their hands on to make potions or something from.
That thing seems to be of value. Can sell it. Or maybe for some magic potions.
You know that. Let me see here. I
Let's take a
will.
look at it if we can.
Yeah, I'll take it quite as much as we can. Do we want to have a short rest here, Wolgrove?
That would be totally fine. I feel like I ran a marathon or something.
Yeah, we should short rest.
Short rest?
Mhm.
Okay, so if you want to take a short rest, you can use your hit die to regain any HP that you want. Bulgrim, unfortunately, a short rest does not get rid of exhaustion if you have a point of exhaustion.
And
It's not really exhaustion. It's like if I understand haste correctly, it's like when the spell ends, the targets can't move or take actions until after its next turn as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. So it's not exhaustion. It's like
Okay,
he's just like, oh god, I can't lay down and
Knackered.
sleep the whole day.
okay, so
Yeah.
it's not exhaustion. I see.
No.
That's fine.
you.
Cool.
Lacking
I want
Very good.
So yeah, you take an hour to rest, and within that hour, you don't hear any other kind of scuttlings or creatures or anything like that. The forest seems as it was before, but just with less spiders running around.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Bulgrim does some breathing exercises for an hour. Manages to get his wind a little bit back.
But it's fine.
Excellent. So you set off pretty early, and you found the spiders within a relative time, so probably only around 4 or 5 hours has passed since you left. So it's probably around, yeah, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Hmm.
I think we'll
I'm
be
not
able
sure.
to make it back.
Yeah, we better head back. I'm not sure there is for us in this forest except more spiders.
Spiders.
No,
Actually-
I'm sure that this.
Is there any fruit nearby that we could gather?
Ooh, you could give me either nature checks or investigation.
Okay.
Actually, I'll look for like any herbs or mushrooms and stuff.
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
Nice, natural
there's
20.
there's
That's cool.
loads of
Yeah, I'll take
mushrooms like
that.
everywhere. Visceral. Seraphon. Oh my god, you are, yeah. So
Survival or nature or
either you can do investigation or nature, yeah. Whatever you want.
I'll do. Well, they're both as. I'll do nature.
Nature.
They're both as bad as each other.
Damn. I mean, there are mushrooms everywhere, Seraphon. You're just not sure about what ones are edible or not.
Yeah.
Soren and Balgrim, with those rolls, it takes you a while kind of like looking through everything, but eventually you find this fruit tree that the Alana was talking about, and it seems to be a kind of like a plum of some sort. It's round, sweet when you bite into it if you are taking a bite out of it. However, with the spiders being numerous throughout this place, there aren't many. You'd imagine it would need time to kind of like regrow, but you find maybe small handful of them.
Okay. Maybe there's a spot in my pack for these.
Yes.
I will open up my pack and maybe look inside.
And the first thing that hits you is the smell of beef jerky, but like squid jerky. So, you skinned this creature, but you did not treat it. You did not tan it.
Yeah.
You did not do anything to preserve it.
Yeah.
Soren,
Yeah.
what you pull out is like squid cardboard.
Oh no. All of my belongings smell like squid.
They smell kind of fishy.
No.
Who's joking, my squid?
Balgrim, this isn't usable anymore. It just looks like it's worthless.
I'm going to take a look at it.
Yeah.
Is it possible to save somehow if you...
Give me investigation. Oh my god, that's so funny.
Is there a possibility to... Come on. Nope. Yeah, so... Here it is.
That's all. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving the sub. I appreciate it.
Nice.
A 20.
It's a 20.
It will take significant work to get this thing rehydrated and then treated, because you just skinned it and then flung it in a bag. It's maybe salvageable because it did come off a kind of like magic creature, but man, is that going to take some hours.
Balgrim,
You know what?
this
give
was
it to
nice,
me.
but okay.
I have an
Yeah.
idea. I have an
Okay.
idea. And I'm
I'll be
going to
honest,
put it into my backpack.
Okay, squid jerky's in your backpack now. It's stinky.
I was never that into it. I wasn't that attached to it, so that's okay.
We're going to fix that. No problem. We're going to fix that. You get your cape. Don't you worry.
I cannot wait to see it.
No, it's
this
okay.
goes.
It's okay. I know you like it. It's good.
Put it in one of my pockets of my robe then. Fruit. Okay, let's head back and tell them that.
Okay, so heading back, easy enough. It's afternoon. You follow the river towards the traitor town, and you find Alana, and you tell her of your beating of the spider. Do you give her the fruits?
Yeah, I would say we've returned, and it looks like dealt with, and I would hand over the fruit.
Oh, thank you. These are exactly what we were missing. It's fantastic. Did you get on? Oh, and she looks at you all, and you are a bit still scuffed after your hour's rest. She's like, did you get on all right? Not too many spiders, hopefully?
We're a bunch, but we're skilled enough to take them down.
Good. I'm glad to
Yes.
hear it.
Nothing we couldn't handle. I pass Alana some of the fangs I've taken from the a spider brood mother and some of the, I don't know, spider gems, crystals that I picked up.
She takes the kind of the fang and she's like that, like holding it between her fingers, and then kind of like gives it to one of the undead people, and she's like, put that in storage maybe. These, however, the crystals, she kind of like looks at them, she's like, I wonder if we could make anything from this.
By the way, are we talking about making anything from this? Does anybody of you know how to tan a hide?
Let's see if anyone. That's kind of like gruff-looking human comes over, and he's like, "What kind of hide?"
Squid hide. And I'm going to give him the squid hide.
And he's looking at it, and he's turning it over, and he gives it a smell. This will.
Yeah, it needs a bit of care.
What did you do with it? Did you have this in a bag for a couple of days and not do anything with it? That seems stupid.
So, yeah, we hadn't had the materials to probably do something with it. So yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
I can take this with me and have a go.
Yeah, that would be very nice. Thank you.
So he kind of like takes it off you, and he's like, "Oh, it stinks," and takes it down into the compound. I take it you don't want to head off into Tavros today.
No.
That
A
would
bit of rest would be nice. Yes.
probably be a wise decision. Well, the good news is I found someone who says they might be able to make some health potions for you, but they are very out of practice. So it will take them maybe a couple of days. You are free to stay here if you wish. You may be able to assist them if any of you are more of the arcane influence.
I wouldn't mind to take a peek. It's okay.
All right. Okay.
Nice. Be educating.
Yes. I think you should probably all rest for the rest of the day, though.
Okay.
There aren't many of these plums, but I could whip up one of my famous plum pies and bring you a bit later, if you're interested.
Absolutely.
All right, I shall...
Sounds very kind of you.
good.
Do you have, actually, if there is a kitchen?
Oh yes, we have a
it's
kitchen.
Okay. I'm trying to get back into the good books with my fornex. I hope to do that through, well, baking. Do you mind if I bake for you and your people?
You are a worshipper of Fornax.
I am. I was.
Elsaba will be delighted to meet you then. She is also a follower of Fornax.
Oh. How fortunate. And serendipitous.
She mostly sticks to the kitchen. You will find her there.
I'll find my way there.
So she points you in the direction and then says she'll come and find you later, Balgrim. If you are wanting to help with potion making and stuff like that. And yeah, she leaves you to it.
Wow.
Maybe she can help you, Seraphon, with the... And I look at, just gesturing with my head at the black... the black dragon scales.
Well, it would be good to speak to another. Well, not another. A Twilight cleric. One practicing. Perhaps she can give me guides and a better way to touch the fall of Fornax.
Do you want time alone with them, or do you mind if we meet them as well?
Oh. But now, if I could be left alone. But perhaps afterwards, I would like you to meet them.
We're here if you need you, or we're here if you need us.
Soren's been battered on the head a bit too much today.
This one hurt.
Okay, so we're splitting the party, are we? I kid one.
Yeah. Underground.
Yeah. So, Seraphon, you're showed to the kitchen, and it's not so much like a kitchen as in what would be found in a home. It's more chiseled out into the rock, and the rock's been there's been holes put in it so that things like coal and bits of wood can be put underneath. Then there's been holes kind of like cut on top that have grates over them. Pots, pans, things like that are put on top of it. The top of this bit has a hole cut into the top of it, and if you look up you can see the sky to let out, heat, fumes, all that kind of stuff. There are maybe a couple of people running around in this kitchen just helping prep basic things. It seems to be bread, very simple vegetables. They weren't able to get a hold of any fruits or anything like that for a while. Fish is their main source of food. As you look around, you see kind of like fish hanging up, drying on racks. Seems to be plentiful. They don't seem to be in a shortage of fish because of the river. It's things like trout, salmon, fresh river fish. And yeah, you have a look around and you spot someone who looks more cleric-like in appearance. Halfling, blonde hair, tied up in a bun. I can't even speak today. A bun, long kind of like blonde eyelashes, blue eyes, and they're kind of like hurrying around and kind of say, put that over there kind of thing. Yeah, this place is significantly hotter as well, because if you remember, this place, this area is humid as it is enough, so on top of the heat from the ovens and things like that, it's very stuffy and very clammy in here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I step into the bakery. It's walk towards the cleric. I see her at work and things like I clear my throat. Hello, are you? You're the cleric here, the Twilight cleric. I was sent to you from Alana.
Oh, me dear! Oh my god, are you not absolutely sweating with that massive plate mail on in here? Listen, you'd be better changing into an apron and some I've got some simple cottons if you want them as well. Are you here to help us? And she's running about, but she's still talking to you. You must be absolutely drenched. All right, just 2 seconds, I'll get you something. So she runs away. You hear her clattering and banging about behind a curtain, and she comes out, and it's like a simple kind of cotton, white kind of creamy cotton robe, and she hands it to you. She's like, here, go change quickly. You'll be sweating if you don't go change.
Thank you. And look here, I was like, look around and try and find an empty room cupboard.
Yeah, there's loads of these wee kind of curtain compartments that you can nip into. Takes you a bit a while to take your plate off, because I think it takes 10 minutes in the rule book. But you managed to get
that's about right.
You managed to get it off, and it is literally just a tunic. It's just a slip that goes over. It is much more comfortable when you step back out. It's kind of your skin can breathe a little bit. And she's like, oh, look at you, fresh as the morning. Right, okay, here's your peony. And she comes over and she wraps the peony around you. Sorry, dear, what did you say your name was?
Seraphon.
Seraphon, lovely to meet you. She sticks her hands out and shakes yours adventurously. She's like, my name's Elsaba. Oh, come over here from bloody Ireland, I did. I didn't know I was walking into a war zone, so I decided to stay and help. Right, what are you good at making?
Bread, primarily.
Oh,
Fornax speciality, love that. Right, okay, let me get you the flower sort and everything else. She just starts like clink, 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 like pulling things down and putting it in front of you. She starts like shaking the flour and then like pouring our other ingredients out and starts kneading and asks you to join her.
Thank you. I was like joining and just through practice hands of many years, just go into that kind of flow state of like flour, water, salt, and kneading it and knowing, like, kind of regain those feelings, that touch and like the natural, like knowing it's us following the recipe. You just know innately how it looks and how it should feel underhand, and mixing it and kneading it together.
Oh, I tell you, you're a dab hand at this, yes?
I thank you. I baked for many years. Thank you. You're from Ireland, you say?
I came over here, heard there were some troubles, and then, oh my god, weren't there some troubles, so I just decided to stay and help.
It's very clerical of you.
Oh, I'm not really a cleric. A cleric? A cleric? Yes, well, I'm kind of a cleric, but not really like a cleric. I follow Fornax. She's wonderful.
Yes, Fornax is. She's wonderful. Have you been baking for long? Your life?
Oh, just my ma and my grandma and my great-grandma and then my great-great-great-grandma. And I think my great-great-great-great-grandma could have been a baker as well, passed on through generations.
See, that sounds much like my family. Me, the soul's rest and the astral plane.
Oh.
They too come from a long line of family bakers. We came, be able to tell that we're from the north of England, in the peaks, near the lakes. But most recently, I've travelled from London.
Now, would you imagine that? Oh, bless your parents' souls. I bet they're proud of you, though.
I hope so. I did something. I followed Fornax for a long time. Did you know? But I broke that light. I broke what I swore to protect. I bargained with darkness, thinking it would help me to destroy something greater, something more evil. But in doing so, I shamed everything I once held dear. I lost Fornax and another patron, Seluna. I'm trying and working hard to have them take me back.
So what you're saying, dear, is you've maybe done some bad things recently.
I broke my oath for a different power, doing what I would think to help to kill the king, Vladimir. But as you see, it's changing me, showing how my scales that have turned black. I was, well, up until recently, most recently, a white dragon, but I'm being changed. At what cost did my bargain? I fear I've made things worse for them and myself.
So she kind of takes a moment to kind of think about what you've said, and she's like drifting off, kind of mulling it over and just kneading the bread as she goes, and the two of you kind of like silently stand there and kind of work away for a bit before she kind of chirps up and says,
Listen, dear, I've lived, well, I think I have anyway, a lot longer than you. And I've seen some really good people make some really stupid decisions for what they thought was the right cause. And some of them have, went a bit on the bad side. But I'll tell you, dear, sometimes A world like this, a world full of evil, needs bad men like you. Do you know why, dear?
No.
Because bad men like you keep the worst from the door. Never apologize for doing something that you thought was right if it keeps the worst of them away from the innocent. Fornax forgives, and she'll forgive you in time.
Thank you, Elspeth. Whose words are more to me than you know. I've not met many followers of Fornax at all in my travels. To meet one such as you, so devoted to the craft and Fornax, means so much to me. Then I will find a way, no matter how long. I'll find a way. I will see the twilight, and I owe that much to Fornax and you, and those I would yet protect. I will stay strong. Thank you.
No, you're welcome. Right, let's get this bread in the oven then.
Yes, let's do it. There's many mouths to feed.
So yeah, over the next couple of hours, you and her spend time in the kitchen, chatting to each other about, you know, things you've lived, life experiences. You get the bread in, and then, God, forgot her name. Lara comes in and starts making her plum pie. And by this time, kind of working into dinner time. So Balgrim, Soren, some kids come and grab you and tell you that, you know, everyone's gathering for dinner. And you all sit down for a meal. It's kind of like a fish stew, rustic bread, baked by Sharpen and Elspeth. And yeah, at the end, there are bits of the pie that is passed round as well. Tasty, hearty, very simple though.
Nice.
Good.
This pie's delicious.
Thank you. Mother's recipe, of course.
So you are truly skilled. Have you considered following Fornax? You have great skill with your hands.
I don't know if Fornax would be appreciative of my type of clerisy. I'm not too sure how she feels about it.
And what particular clerisy is that?
I basically stop people from dying. She's a Path of the Grave cleric. I'm not too sure.
Smart.
I'm not too sure how gods feel about, you know, stopping people from dying, passing over. Some people think it's interfering with the natural order of things. I say to hells with it.
Well, they're patient, these gods, I suppose. First thing is, I will introduce, if she's here, Elspeth to Balgrim.
Yeah, Elspeth's there. She's needing her dinner as well. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Pleasure as always.
Oh, Elspeth, I should have asked. Yeah, I know you probably get this a lot being from Ireland, but did you ever meet any magical twins in your travels?
Magical twins? No, it doesn't ring a bell, dear. I'm sorry. She's been over here for like 30 odd years.
Well,
the twins weren't even born.
Never mind. You've always been kind to the Irish when I've met you in our travels. I helped them.
So yeah, you have a nice meal. Oh, sorry, on you go, Balgrim.
That reminds me. Is anyone of you familiar with the moon cycle?
Oh.
Can someone tell me when the next full
Oh
moon is?
no!
The next full moon, Balgrim, is in 3 days.
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Thank you for reminding me, because I did make a note of it.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
So, what happens in 3 days? What do we do?
I'm gonna rattle in my saddle, in my bag. I'm gonna pull out some shackles, and I'm gonna give them to Soren. You're gonna put these things on me, put me somewhere where I never come out, and then you just run. I think that's the best thing we can do for now.
Okay. And then, like, just check that same spot the next day.
Yeah, that would be nice. Please don't let me rot inside there.
Like a cave or something.
Oh my god.
Or you toss me into an empty well, that would also good. That would also not a problem.
Oh. Basically somewhere that you'd get stuck without our help. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I think that's the best idea. That's what the other did when they found me and like didn't help me with the changing. They put me into a well that was deep enough and there was no water in it, and they let me there.
Goodness. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll find something then.
Yeah. I think a deep hole we can get you out of afterwards. It's a good idea.
Yeah, we still have a few days, so that's good. Oh boy. So should we? Well, Bulgrim, we were gonna stay here anyway for because you wanted to stay here, help with the potion making, right? Okay.
That should take you about a day if you make some good rolls.
Okay.
Because it means that basically you are assisting to help make these potions, which means there's a higher chance of them succeeding.
Sure. Okay.
I'm also familiar with the alchemy sets.
Yes, so that'll help.
Yeah.
So what this potentially
Okay.
could mean is Bulgrim over time could learn how to make health potions as well.
That would be nice.
So with this,
And Bulgrim,
yeah,
and Bulgrim is like, damn, I should have get more of those plums. I could have made a really nice spirit.
oh, is that a cake?
I totally forgot it. I was way too exhausted. Damn it.
So yeah, with the making of the potions, you will assist the person to see how successful they are in making them. During this process, Bulgrim will be there to kind of like watch how it's done. And then if you tell me, Bulgrim, that you are practicing, maybe on long rest, things like that, then we could get to a stage where you could make like basic health potions. What you
That
would
would be awesome.
What you would have to do is make sure that you have the resources to make them, though, and yeah, it'll take practice to make them. If you are taking time at night during rest or whatever to make them and to study how to make them, unfortunately that would take you out of the pool for watches, so that's the way we would balance it.
Okay. Thank you a lot.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds neat. I'm
Okay.
excited.
So
Absolutely.
yous can all head off to bed, and then when you wake up the next day, yous are called to the alchemist, who's this like
Ooh.
cranky, crazy looking old guy, and yous will assist him during this day to make health potions. So you, Bulgrim, can give me a arcane roll at advantage then.
Mhm. Okay. Coming right up.
Just-
An alchemist, yeah. Ooh, 17. Yeah. So, I'd say it takes you the whole day. So your whole day is evaporated by this practice. He shows you what components you need, how to store them properly, how to mix the proper quantities, and you are able to successfully make 5
Wow.
regular health potions.
Damn.
And you
Wow! Thank you.
Oh, just rolled a d6. You have now started the process to learn how to make these, but this is like step 1.
Oh, nice.
Give me... This'll just be a flat arcane roll because none of you are kind of like familiar with the material, but give me a flat arcane roll to see if there's anything you can make out of the spider crystals.
Okay. Da 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 da.
Ooh, okay. You are able
wow.
to make 1 potion of shield.
Oh yeah.
So you can, at the beginning of a fight, guzzle this potion, and it will give you the spell shield for 1, like,
Wow.
yeah, for one instance.
That's
I will
very
give
nice.
this potion to Soren.
So there you go. You now have a
Ooh.
potion of shield. Shield.
Okay.
The only caveat, Soren, is when you use the potion and you use shield, you have to say it like that. You need to go, I cast shield.
Okay.
Give me a practice.
I cast shield.
No, you have to go squeaky. You have to go shield because that's the noise it makes when it tings off you.
Oh.
There we go.
I would give
Shield.
2 health potions. Would give 2 health potions to Seraphon
Yeah.
and 2 of them to Soren. So I will keep 1.
Nice.
Cool. So you now
Thank you,
have
Joe.
regular
Thank you.
health potions as well.
Nice.
Excellent. High pitch, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Listen, yous tell me what you want to do and I'll accommodate accordingly. Cool. So yeah, they give you the map. You're able to gather your resources with the potions that you make. You are told that Tavros is extremely hot, so they give you a change of clothes as well. So yous are used to traveling around Transylvania, which is kind of like cool, sometimes damp, and you wrap up most of the year here. However, they give you light cottons to wear underneath your armor so that your skin's not like sticking to you. I mean, it probably will be, but not as much as it would be with your regular clothing. Yous are given face wraps to wrap around
Okay, cool.
your mouth and your nose as well, because it is the air is putrid to breathe in because of the ash and the smoke and the volcanic stuff. And yous come the next day, so this is day 2, to the edge of Tavros, and I shall read yous a little description. So this is called the Wound of Tavros. The land of Tavros is no longer a kingdom, and it would never heal. A place where the earth weeps of fire and the skies never shine. Once a green fielded land, with seas of now ash stretching endlessly deep across this sunless earth, smoke-choked skies that fill the air. Day and night blur into one, consistently twilight with a red haze drifting across the cindered land. Jagged cracked spikes peek out of the land, glowing with molten light, and deep beneath the surface, black rocks jut up in cruel formations, obsidian spears, crumbling lava plateaus that groan with heat. The ground is unstable, beneath shallow pulses of warm, slumbering beasts. Every step risks collapse into a fiery tomb. The earth is thick and foul, tastes of burnt metal and sulphur.
breathing it too long chokes the lungs and burns the eyes. Forests that have been reduced to skeletons standing like charcoal, rivers boiled dry, and the sun red like iron and blood. Twisted souls burnt into the land, whispering through the cracks of ancient battles. Tavros is broken, it is cruel. And that is where we will end Act 1 of The Vampires of Transylvania.
Holy moly.
Yous are now officially about to start Act 2.